what do you see a lot of in this? A lot of P. So what is it? Which literary device is the repetition of a bunch of sounds?
Would be a word.
Yep. Yeah. What do you also see in this line up here?
Pun.
You wrote that down already. What else?
Just know that's I guess they want us all behind bars. Foreshadow?
What you've already underlined.
Oh, and then some way big city
Oh,
lights.
it's alliteration.
Yep. Good.
It all goes.
I was looking for the name of the movie. My cousin. It was like when you was riding the truck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna remember the name of
All right.
my
All right. I want a picture of your mom with him.
Alright. See if I can find it.
Can I go use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. All right. Does everybody feel like they're kind of at a stopping point? Like they've found as many as they could find? All right. So let's talk about these for a minute. The first one, will somebody read this for us? Somebody wants to raise their hand. Will somebody read number 1? Sevan?
Okay, so but they can't cop cars without seeing cop cars. I guess they won't want us all behind bars. I know it.
Good. So what did you guys see in here? What was one thing that you found in this quote?
Pun.
A pun. Good. What's the pun?
cop cars, like
Yeah.
get cars without, like, I guess he's referring to like stealing cars without cop cars seeing you.
Good. So he's saying like you can't cop cars, like you can't steal cars without seeing cop cars. So he's playing on this word cop being like steal and then a policeman. Good. What's the other one? Somebody over here. What's another one?
I know.
Yeah?
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing? Why?
He said they want all behind bars.
Okay, they want us all behind bars, I know it. Ooh, I like that. I didn't even think about that. What's the third one then? Logan?
Alliteration.
Alliteration. What's the alliteration in this? What sound is being repeated?
Let's see.
Good, but they can't cop cars without seeing cop cars, so there's alliteration going on in there too. Good. Nice, guys. All right, what about number 2? Will somebody read number 2? Ian, would you mind?
Coming from the deep black like the rock, now bring apocalypse like the heart of darkness.
Good. What did you guys find in this one?
Couplet.
A couplet. Good. What's a couplet, Ian?
Or the ends of the lines rhyme.
Good. Where the ends of the lines rhyme. What else is going on in here? Aaron? Good. A simile. How many did you find? 2. And what are the things being compared in the first one? Yeah, good. So coming from the deep black, like under the water or something, like the Loch Ness Monster. And then what's the other one? Yeah, sure. The apocalypse. Good, and the heart of darkness, which is a book. Good. All right, what about the third one? Austin, will you read that one for us?
Yeah. The numeral high in the crown of the
Metropolis.
shining like who on top of this. People's hustling, arguing, bustling. Gangsters of Gotham, hardcore hustling. The cops and the robbers, they both partners. They all heartless. With no
Conscience.
No conscious, back streets stay darkened. Where unbeliever hearts stay hardened. Like city lights stay throbbing. You either make a way or stay sobbing.
Good. Wow, what did you guys find in that? That's a long one, and there are so many literary devices in that. Austin, give us one.
A metaphor.
A metaphor. What's the metaphor?
The new moon rode high.
Good. So the metaphor is actually extended throughout the whole thing. And you caught the first part of it. Did anybody else catch a part of that metaphor, Ian? No, something different. Did anybody else catch a part of that metaphor? So he's saying the city is like what?
The moon.
The moon. The moon's part of it. He's saying, let's see, with no conscience, their hearts throbbing. The new moon rode high on the crown of the metropolis, a crown being like the top of your head. So he's describing the city as he's comparing it to like a body and how it's like breathing and moving like a body does. It's a really, really cool image. Ian, what was another one that you found?
Couplets. Found 4 couplets.
4 couplets. Wow. Will you read just the lines that rhyme?
Metropolis, this, bustling, hustling, heartless and darkened, hardened. Or, darkened and hardened and Robin.
Nice. Awesome. So there are 4 couplets in that. What else? Did you guys find anything else in that?
A simile.
A what?
Simile.
A simile? Which one?
Where unbeliever hearts stay hard and like cities might stay throbbing.
Good. Is that it? Metaphor tag?
Yeah.
What did you find?
Thank you for getting these down, guys. If you don't know already. I'm gonna move forward.
Ooh, good. Gangsters of Gotham. Like,
Still on number
huh?
4.
We're number 3. Good. Thank you, Taya. All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to add to number 3? All right. Number 4. Christina, will you read number 4 for us?
Okay. Ask you something do you think uncommon like senses that haven't didn't send this you what is it uniquely
Uh-huh.
perfect dude so just discard like a toy thing. But I know I make a damn good boyfriend.
Good. Good. All right. So what did you guys find in number 4? Savon, what did you find in number 4?
A simile
The simile? What was the simile?
where it says unquality.
Uniquely?
Oh yeah. Perfect dude, so just discard me like a toy.
Good. Austin.
It's like one was like, do you think I'm common like senses?
Oh, what is that?
Like, you know how you have common sense?
So what literary term is it?
Oh, simile.
Okay, it could be a simile. It could also be what? A pun, right? You found it because you were like, oh, it's common like sense, like common sense. You got the pun. Now you're putting the literary device with it. Yeah, good job, Austin. Thank you, Ian. Good. Anything else? Did anyone find any other literary devices in that one? Okay, what about the last one? This one's fun to read. Who wants to read this one?
No.
Logan?
My enemies scatter in suicidal situations, pockets is packed with presidents pursue your riches. I'm sick of psychotic society, somebody save me, polish your pistols, prepare for battle, pass the ball.
Good. Wow. What literary devices did Tupac give us in this one? A lot of alliteration, right? What sounds are being repeated here?
S and P.
S and P. Good. A lot of S, a lot of P. What does that do? What does alliteration do for this lyric? Yeah, Logan.
Kind of adds to the flow of the lyric.
Good.
It keeps you reading in a steady motion instead of trying to like figure out each and every word.
Good. Yeah, it adds to the flow. It adds to the beat of it, right? And Christina, what do the couplets do for number 3?
Number 3.
The rhyming ends of those words. What does that add to the quote? Like, how does it make those lyrics better? Because they rhyme. It adds rhythm. Good. Yeah, when you're reading it and you're like, people is tussling, arguing, bustling, gangsters of Gotham, hardcore hustling. When you're reading it, it just sounds better. It flows. It sounds really good. And poetry, it's the same exact way as it is in lyrics like this. These literary devices add rhythm. They make it flow better. They make it sound better. They make it more interesting. They make it kind of fun to read. Just like when Austin figured out that the common sense is common like senses. And he was like, oh yeah, like common sense. It makes it fun because you're kind of figuring it out as you're going along. Good. All right, thank you guys. We're gonna come around and collect these papers, and while we're doing that, if you would please take out your handout that we were working on yesterday, we're going to continue on with that. And everyone, please make sure your name is on the warm-up.